Hi, I'm Don Majcher with the Ohio Aerospace Institute, and we are here at the Cleveland, Ohio Manufacturing Mart in Cleveland, Ohio at the Galleria. And this place today is transformed into a variety of companies, government laboratories, all here talking about manufactured products and innovation and bring that back to the U.S. and bring it back to Ohio. I represent the Ohio Aerospace Institute, and the Institute is involved with working to develop new innovative products, technologies, research and development across the state of Ohio by working with companies, government laboratories, and academia. And what I'm proud to report today is that manufacturing is alive and well in the aerospace sector. As you saw with the start of this piece, we're manufacturing today pieces, parts for the F-35 program. In fact, just this week, there was an announcement of a $100 million investment at the Alcoa facility on Harvard Road, putting a state-of-the-art press that exists nowhere else in the world that makes cutting-edge aerospace parts for commercial as well as military aircraft back in service. $100 million investment right here. Likewise, companies like GE Aviation announced this week that they're making investments not only in the state of Ohio but in the U.S. in continuing to grow their aviation business. Across the state, we work with large companies like Boeing and Airbus who look at Ohio as their place for manufactured products. Boeing doing close to $5 billion of manufactured goods and services from over 575 companies right here in Ohio. They're leading state in the union for aircraft manufacturing. Airbus also doing about 40% of their U.S. procurements, $4 billion right here in Ohio. And what's interesting about this is that of the companies that are making product, 80% of them are small businesses. And we heard this morning from a U.S. leader with the National Institute of Science and Standard and Technology with the Manufacturing Extension Program talk about the fact that industry continues to invest 70% of the research and most of that into small and mid-sized businesses. So we're just delighted to be here with all of the small companies to help them grow. So I want to bring in to talk to you a little bit Monica Ditchermew, who works for us as our program manager for our membership program, to talk a little bit more about some of the small companies as well as large that we work with and what we do to help increase their competitiveness.
Thank you, Don. Hello, I'm Monica Dimitriou, Program Manager at the Ohio Aerospace Institute, and we are so delighted to be working with the leading aerospace community in Ohio. We have over 80 companies that work with us, 22 market-leading aerospace companies, including GE, Timken, Parker Hannifin, Alcoa, Materion. We have quite a number of incoming new companies like Eaton and PCC Airfoils. These are leading companies in Ohio that are now becoming a part of our network. We have over 50 and growing small businesses. They're exceptionally good in manufacturing for aerospace. They're all AS9100 certified for the majority. And we have some new companies coming in to work with us from outside the country, like Quanta Software out of Canada, here at the Manufacturing Mart today. So I encourage you to visit our website, www.oai.org, and learn more information about our programs. We have a number of monthly roundtables. We host a variety of events, and also our annual members forum, where the head of NIST manufacturing program will be coming to talk to us very soon. So thank you.
Thank you, Monica, for that. Monica mentioned the fact that we are now working with companies across the globe, from large companies like Airbus, EADS, Meggitt, which is a UK company, Rolls-Royce. We are very active at trying to allow the rest of the world to discover the gem that's right here in Ohio, the aerospace sector. You know, when we look across the world and we look at these massive aerospace clusters like Seattle, like Toulouse, France, like Montreal, Quebec, all of them have one thing in common. They have an organization or organizations like OAI at the center pulling together the clusters so that they can grow and develop. So one of the things that we've started to do is to draw those clusters into Ohio, starting last year with the Paris Air Show, where we attended and really were able to take 6 companies and get them connected to suppliers around the globe, to the recent event that we had with close to 200 people that came in from all over the state as well as outside the state from neighboring states to meet with representatives of the United Kingdom Trade and Investment to learn about opportunities in the UK, to most recently, just a few weeks ago, an event that we had with the Canadian government, the Quebec province, and the Montreal Aerospace cluster to really expose to them all of the talent that we have here in Ohio. Out of that meeting, one of the companies that came all the way from Winnipeg, Manitoba, was a company called Quantus Software. And Quantus Software has discovered and understands the power of the cluster that's here. And I'd like to introduce Ray Hope to come in and talk a little bit about what he sees here. And again, a little play on word, Ray Hope looks at the aerospace sector here in Ohio as a ray of hope. And I'd like to ask him to talk a little bit about his company and what he sees as some of the opportunities to work with the aerospace cluster here in Ohio and OAI.
Well, right. Thank you. We have definitely, we have been here a month ago at the Ohio Aerospace Institute's Canada-Ohio Trade Summit. We found it extremely valuable, and so much so that we've come back to this expo, which was a follow-on to that meeting last month. And we found this so valuable that we are now looking at setting up an office here in Cleveland to service this market. We think that there's great opportunities for manufacturers. We work with the small to medium-sized manufacturers, and we see huge opportunities both for them to grow and for us to participate in that growth and work with them. So we are investing in this local environment and looking forward to setting up some good job opportunities for Ohioans and for Cleveland residents. So we're looking forward to partnering with local organizations to make that happen.
Thank you, Ray. So just in closing, going back to the Alcoa story this week, we know that Mayor Frank Jackson and the city of Cleveland get aerospace and support aerospace and have been across the board supporting the jobs as well as the companies that are here in the sector. We know the county with their $100 million loan program will probably have investments that will trickle into the sector. We know that the congressional delegation on both sides of the aisle, both with Senator Sherrod Brown, Rob Portman, as well as the rest of the delegation, understand that aerospace is one of the key sectors that will grow jobs and revitalize this economy. So on behalf of all of us at OAI, we really appreciate this opportunity to get our message out and to really work with everyone in the region and across the state to help Ohio's aerospace economy soar. And to learn more about us, please go to www.oai.org or contact us about opportunities or how we could help you and your business grow in the aerospace sector.